All right, on this one, we're going to multiply and divide rational numbers. The only thing different with this is the negatives. So remember, two negatives make a positive when you're multiplying and dividing, not adding and subtracting. So this first one, you multiply straight across. Go ahead and do a couple of these, talk about them at least. So you'd multiply straight across on this one, and then make sure to simplify if needed. Okay. This one, if we're taking a negative and dividing by negative, my answer is going to be positive. And you are welcome to use a calculator with these. All of the answers to these are at the bottom. I'm not as concerned with this, but if it doesn't make sense, you did a problem incorrectly. So please slow down, take your time with that. The answers are here at the bottom. That's your answer bank on this one. Okay, and so let's talk about working in real life with these numbers, because this is probably the most important part. Again, we're going to think through the situation. And you're going to then follow the rules for integer operations. So your PEMDAS. And then you can draw a number line or a model if you need to. It depends on the situation and what you're doing. Okay, so if you need to pause to get some of this stuff, because I know I move around. All right, so first question, Mrs. Neville is baking 5 batches of cookies. She will need 2.5 cups of flour for each batch of cookies. If she begins with a 20-cup bag of flour, what is the resulting change in the amount of flour in the bag? So we're making, okay. She's looking to bake 5 batches. We are looking for the change in flour. Okay. So what we do know, let's write these down. We know that she's working on 5 batches of cookies, and it's 2.5 cups of flour per batch. Okay. So we have 5 batches times, because it's per batch, that per is times, 2.5 cups. Okay. So we need to change this one to an improper in order to make it work here. You can change it to a decimal also. This one would be pretty easy to do that. So we're going to go 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So this becomes 5 halves, and we multiply, we're just bringing this down, by 5. And it's technically 5 over 1, so that you can multiply straight across. Can use a calculator. So 5 times 5 is 25. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay. We're going to change this back to a mixed number. So 2 goes into 25. Well, that's not an even amount. It does go into 24 12 times with 1 left over. Okay. So here's the thing. I will have students that will put 12.5 cups. But that is not what the question asked. The question said, what is the resulting change in amount of flour? So what happened to the flour from the 20 cups from the bag? Well, what happened was we took it out, so it decreased. So it should be negative 12.5 cups. And you could have started with this up here being negative if you wanted, because you're taking out 2.5 cups each time. But it is negative 12.5 cups of flour. Okay, so you do have a couple problems to work on for that. Please feel free to circle any problems that you have. Circle the number of problems or star by it that you have issues with, and we can go over those in class.